What's up, my friends? This is Tracy Allen, aka the Cremation Lady. Today I have something I think is kind of cool and also some information that you may not be expecting, because I wasn't expecting either. So I'll share. But you know how I've been doing the celebrities that have pre-planned. Justin Bieber put his plan in place before, at the age of 22. And Muhammad Ali put his plan in place 10 years before he had passed. So I want to talk about another celebrity that I think was a rather cool person. And it was interesting that I chose this particular artist before finding out some information that makes me want to talk about him even more. So if you saw the thumbnail and you wondered who it is, or maybe you already know, but if you wondered who it is the amazing David Bowie. Now, as I've mentioned to you guys before, that pre-planning is not just for the wealthy, it's not just for the poor, it's for people that want to leave a positive legacy. You know, when you have your life insurance and everything else put in place, why wouldn't you take care of this part, the body, right? What happens to the body? No one wants to decide that while they're dealing with it. And a lot of times people say that it's so morbid to talk about prior to it happening. I think the worst time is to talk about it while you're dealing with it. So being clear makes sense. David Bowie wanted to make sure that he left legacy, love, and clarity. Once he was diagnosed with liver cancer, he decided, okay, let me go ahead and take action. So he made up his mind what he wanted. And he decided that he wanted cremation, but he didn't want anything fancy. For all those years of this flamboyant and outrageous at times, this person, he decided that he wanted something very private, very personal, and he didn't want his wife, Iman, to worry about anything. So he took that burden off of her shoulders. What this did for Iman, she didn't have to guess anything. She knew exactly what needed to be done. And since it was already put in place, it made the process simple. And they loved each other. I truly, truly believe that these two people really loved each other, and it allowed her the time to grieve and not run around just frantically trying to decide everything in those moments. So she had space to gather her thoughts and just say goodbye to her husband the way he wanted her to be able to do. She didn't have to negotiate with family nor the public. She was able to just grieve and not manage anything. I think that's a powerful legacy to leave behind. Now, why do I say that I chose David Bowie and I thought it was kind of interesting that I wanted to choose him during this time? A couple of months ago, probably towards the end of the summer, I started feeling these pains in my left breast. And as a breast cancer survivor, this concerned me. And I went and got a checkup, got a mammogram. It was a lot of weird things that happened along that way, but I got the mammogram and they checked and they found that there were cysts there, but nothing harmful. And I was grateful for that because, I'm wondering what's going on. At first the test was saying that everything's okay, but I'm like, okay, well, if it's okay, then why am I experiencing pain? So again, it turned out that it was cysts, but nothing to worry about. However, the right breast, because when you get a mammogram, they check both breasts. The right breast had some calcifications. The doctor was telling me, he said, I just want to keep an eye on those. But more importantly, since your last mammogram, it seems like there's a change in them, a change that concerns me. He said, so I want you to have a biopsy done. And he said, I really don't think it's going to be anything too serious with the biopsy, but if you were my wife, I would tell you to please get the biopsy, okay? So I listened, and this past Wednesday, I had a biopsy, and the doctor says, hey, I'm going to be giving you a call within a week and let you know. It'll probably be by Wednesday next week, and let you know what we see. Friday, I'm getting a call from my general practitioner, and he tells me that there is cancer. And so, you know, when he tells me this, I hear it, but I'm not really freaked out like the first time. But a lot of thoughts ran through my brain. And then the other doctor that was going to call me, he called as well. So I'm getting all these calls. And the good news, you guys, is that it looks like the only thing I'm going to have to deal with this time is surgery and radiation. The last time it was chemo, it was surgery, it was radiation, it was all these other medications afterwards. And I, you know, never wanted to experience that again. And I'm not thrilled about being cut on. But nonetheless, the biggest thing is I never wanted to go through chemo again. So I'm grateful that it sounds like that's not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna have to deal with that this time around. We still have to find out exactly, you know, exactly what's going on, because this was Friday that they saw the results and said, okay, we, you know, let's call her, let her know. And now we're gonna start getting the team together that was the surgeons before. And so starting tomorrow, it'll be phone calls and appointments scheduled. But I go into this second time with more clarity and confidence than I had the first time. There's, you know, the first time it was scary. This time is concerning, but I'm not freaked out, you know, because the first time I cried, I was so scared, but this time I'm okay. We're just gonna handle it and take it day by day. There's a certain relief of knowing that things are already handled. I'm grateful for that opportunity to have done this for my family. And I'm certain that I'm going to get through this just fine, but I'm just saying that it's nice to know that it's already handled. Well, we are about to go off to the beach in Carlsbad, take the baby out to the beach and stuff. But I wanted to get this video done today. So have those conversations. And I hope that you enjoyed learning a little bit about David Bowie, because I loved his song, Let's Dance. Put on your red shoes and dance the blues. Yeah, that was the jam. And I love that song because it had such a funky beat at the time. But right now, keep living, keep dancing, keep enjoying life the best that you can, and take care of what you got to take care of. All right? Much love. I'll talk to you guys another time. Please like this video, subscribe, and ciao for now. Time to go.